Hi everyone, it's Sue. It's freezing here today. Oh, hello, we're going to have a visitor here in a minute. You coming to say hello to everyone? No, it was Roland. He thought about it and back to back. In one of my previous videos, he was really unwell. It's happy to say that after a huge vet bill, he is much better now. So that is really good. Anyway, back to today's video. It's freezing, so don't mind my coffee. I've just made myself a vanilla latte here, and I will be sipping it on and off through this video. I don't even really know. I always say this. I know I always say this, but I don't prep a lot of my videos. So I've just dyed some of these little mini envelopes, and those two aren't too bad. The trays that I coffee dye on and let them dry, because I have dyed envelopes before with the glue gummed part here, it's built up a residue. So whenever I coffee dye now, it pulls up the paper and that sort of thing. So this one's not too bad, but you can see it's actually torn some of the envelope away, same as this one. I can see this one here as well. So, I mean, I just want to do something with them, because I normally do these and put them in my envelope all sort packs in my shop. I'll put the link down below for those. And see, I wouldn't put this in. It's okay shape-wise, but it's just got a little bit of plastic or something on there from the tablecloth. So basically, you can see this one's got a big chunk out of it. I just wanted to do something with some of these. Obviously, I won't be doing all of them. Okay, so out of all that, there's only two that are okay. I've now cleaned the trays, scrubbed them, and so they're fine now. So I thought we'd just have a little bit of a play around and maybe do something for our journals. And you know, I'm just fiddling and diddling here and having a look and see what I can find, which ones I want to use. I want to use the all right, let's use these. I wanted some that had less pattern on the back of them. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is just make some little pockets with these, decorate them up, and then they can have either tags or cards or fussy cut pieces, that sort of thing in them. I have dug out my favorite at the moment stencil from Sam Poole, Roses in Tea Garden, and I think I'm going to use that. And I'm just going to stencil all over this. Now, I do just need to grab some backing paper. James has gone to get some groceries, so hopefully I've got a little bit of peace and quiet to do this video. He may come bowling in the door, so I'll just pause and come back once he's made his noise. All right, so I absolutely love this stencil. You can see I've used it quite a bit. And I'm just having a look. So I'm just going to place it on. I'm going to use two colours, Vintage Photo and Worn Lipstick. And I'm just going to randomly stencil. And then I'm going to come back in with the Worn Lipstick. And I'm just going to go over where those roses are on the stencil, just to bring a little bit of colour into those roses. And I could even do the green or the leaves if I wanted to. Maybe we should try that. We might try that on the next one, because I don't have a green colour close to hand. And then that's just gives it a little bit of colour. Now this has got a print from the coffee dyeing, but I'm just going to do a couple of roses just here where there's a little bit of it missed. It's not necessary, but we'll do it anyway. Okay, so well, I'll do another one as well while I'm going. So pretty, that stencil, isn't it? And you can see that I've covered up where the paper's actually torn off there. There's really not a lot of, I might put a couple of roses on here though anyway. Maybe even, because my way of thinking is that this will be probably glued down, I think, in your journal, 3 sides. So the flap's going to stay up. You can make it so it comes down if you want to. I'm thinking of putting an eyelet or an eyelet or a brad or something in the top here, and so that it can just be pinned into your journal. That's what I'm thinking, either glued on 2 sides or pinned in your journal. So I want this side to be pretty as well. So I might just even do a couple here. So just like that. Okay, so let's start with those. I'm going to ink around the edges of those just to highlight that a little bit. So I'll just quickly do that. I've inked around those. That's the, well, I'm going to call that the back. And these are going to be the front. Put a little bit of ink on there as well, just to sort of highlight the opening there. And now I'm just going to decorate them. I did grab a couple of bits of lace out, and right, so what I might do is I might add some lace on the bottom just to make them pretty. I've got a couple of journals coming up that I'm thinking that these will go nicely in. Actually, a bit of gold might be nice too. I just had this out. I was playing with it the other night, so it'll take a bit to dry though. What am I going to do? Actually, I might put the gold on last. So I'm going to decorate it first and I'll put the gold on last. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue and I'm going to wrap the lace around. I never use coloured lace, so I just thought, I found that in my lace drawer, so I thought I might as well get it out. And I mean, I love pink, that's why I've got it, but I just never use coloured lace that much. So I'll grab it out and start using what I've got. And I'm going to sew this as well, but I'm just going to glue this in place to start with. And I'm going to wrap it around to the back side as well. So I hope you're all been really well. Hope it's not too cold where you are if you're in Australia. Oh, it's just freezing. So cold at the moment. During the day at the moment it's not too bad. Although today it's quite overcast. I had a hair appointment this morning at 10:30 and I turned up and she'd triple booked, so I've got to go back again this afternoon. So I said to Jim, well, you can go and get the groceries and leave me to play and film a video. So here I am filming a video, which is nice, and the house is quiet for a change. So Maddie's at work and Katie's out doing activities. So it's nice and quiet, which is really nice. Right. I am going to add some sewing, I think, onto that. I will ponder that over coffee and I'll be back soon. Okay, so I've sewn those and just trim some of the threads off. All right, I did print off a couple of printables, or well, quite a few printables, and I've already sort of cut into them and started using. These are chapter 1 papers, labels. I'm not sure exactly what they're called. I will have a look at that and I will endeavour to put the link down below. So I just thought some of these might be nice to decorate these little envelopes with. They're just stunning, aren't they? So there's those, and then I wanted some fussy cut flowers, and these are from, I don't know whether it's GreenWich Design, and these I have actually made 75% from. So that's the full size. Hang on a minute. Let me just get... I know they're not. So this is the full size. And then I put them down to... Oh, they might be 50%. I don't know what I'm doing, guys. But I did 50% and it was too small. I mean, I'll still use them on certain things. This is the size that you get when you just print them out straight away. They're absolutely stunning. But they're way too big for this project. So I went back and shrunk some of them down to 75% if I can find them. Well, that's a chapter 1 envelopes. Oh, okay, so these must be 75%, I think. We'll go with that. We'll say that was 75%. I have no idea, or if my printer can even do like 2 to a page. That's just hurts my head too much to try and work that out. So I just find it easier to do it this way. And all these little bits and pieces I keep because I'll coffee dye them when I do another coffee dyeing session, and use them for stamping on. So it doesn't, I mean, it seems like a waste, but it never goes to waste. Always uses for the bits and pieces. So I'm thinking I'm going to fussy cut out a couple of flower arrangements, and just don't know which ones now. They're all beautiful. I'll just use this one. I'm going to fussy cut them out, and then we'll come back and have a look and see what else I want to add. Okay, so I changed my mind and I ended up choosing this bunch of flowers. don't think it really matters. And I've inked around it, and this I'm thinking I was going to put so it's hanging off the side a bit. So I wanted to ink the back of that so that you didn't just see white. So that's why I've done that. And then I'll just ink this one. I'm not going to worry about fussy cutting in. I normally would, but for this project I'm not going to fussy cut all those white bits out. I'll just add a little bit of ink because I'm more than likely going to put a label over top of that anyway. Okay. So we might do one. Oh, hang on. No, I'm covering up most of the roses there. All right, so I'm going to ink some of this side as well. And probably put some, I'll get these labels. So I'm thinking that I might just add, anyway, I'm going to get rid of this because it's more annoying than anything. So hopefully you can still see it okay. I'm going to add like just a strip of these longer labels on here. So I still want to see that stitching, so I'm just going to glue that, I think. Where's my flowers? I'm just going to glue that on, I think. I'll glue it to the left edge bit there. So what have you all been up to? Anything exciting? What have we been up to? That's work mainly. By now I would have had my release. So I was releasing an exciting new product. I won't say what it is just in case this does go up beforehand and then I give it all away. So I can't even remember now which one did I have where. So that's been exciting. There's been a lot of work gone into that particular release. So that is, I'm announcing it tonight actually. But as I said, this video will be up, I would imagine, a week or so after. So yes, very exciting times for my shop, and as I said, that's been taking a lot of my time. Sorry guys, I'm dropping everything everywhere here. I'm looking for, I think there was a butterfly in here somewhere. It might have actually just been on a label. It's that one. I just wonder if I can find all my fussy cut butterflies. Okay, I think I might just even cut this one out. I might cut this one out of the label. So that's exciting news that's been happening here for us. It's now winter, and it's hit us with a thud, that's for sure. think we're in for quite a cold winter. I mean, I don't know, I probably say this every year. I can't remember it being this cold so early on, but it's just so hard. I mean, I'm warm now, but I've got the heater on. It's just so hard to get warm, especially if you've been out in the cold during the day, come home. I would much prefer winter though than summer. You can always add an extra layer, can't you? All right, so let's ink this little guy up. And we might just lay him there, but I want to put something underneath. So I am going to stick this, let me just have a look here, bouquet down. And I need to make sure I don't glue everywhere, don't I? So we will go like that. A bit of glue there. And I think I'm going to add some thread underneath that. My trusty little jar of threads. Shall we go pink? Let's have a look. I'm fiddling with it, aren't I? And it was just looking a little bit too structured for my liking. I don't know, we'll just do something like that, I think. Just stick it down. And then we'll stick the butterfly down as well. So that's quite pretty, isn't it? I think it is anyway. Just have to let that dry, and that can be a little bit dimensional. And so then we'll just put, okay, for the sake of the video, I might just cut a couple of these labels and things out to put in there, just to give you a little bit of a look at how it will look. And then I'll probably put maybe an eyelet and some trim in the top. So I'm just going to cut a few of these out and I'll be back. I've cut some of those out, and then I'm just thinking that I might just do that same stencil just randomly on the back of these. So I'm just going to, how can I do it so that I just get them all in one hit? So I'm just going to lay them down. And these would even be nice backed with coffee dye paper and sewn around, but for the moment I am just going to add the stenciling to the back. Okay, so I've just stenciled on the back of those. So I'm just going to ink around the edges. it's quite heavily stenciled, but you could still even write over top of that. You'd still see your journaling if you decided to use these as journaling cards. I'll probably end up doing a combination of made tags, etc., I think, to go in there. I just wanted to see what they would look like. Just really little, pretty little pockets, aren't they? You could put fussy cut flowers in here. That would look really cute. What have I done here? Something. Okay, so I do want to put an eyelet, but I'm just thinking that it's not like a cardboard envelope, so I might just put a tab maybe on the top. So I've got a couple of Wowtail tabs that I have punched, and I've just grabbed a few fibres to put in the top, so we'll just see what they look like in a minute. Alrighty, so let me think. I'm just going to ink around this, and I'm just going to glue this to the top somehow, just to give it a little bit more strength. While I'm going, I may as well do this one. So I've just grabbed a fairly neutral tab. You could even just add a bit of cardboard. I don't know. I've got this done now, so I'm committed, and I'm going to do it. So I'm just going to put it where I want it, put it in place. Fiddle around. Pretty much there, I think. Looks crooked, but that's all right. We'll go with that. And then I'm just going to glue the front down. And then I'll just tip it over and glue the back. While I'm going, I will do this one as well. So that's James making the noise in the background. Sorry about that. Just trim those bits that are sticking out. And I'm going to put an eyelet in the top. Okay, so those tabs just make them a little bit sturdier. And that one is pretty much done. We'll just add some trim. I think I'll just go with this sari silk that I've got here. I do actually sell this in the shop. This particular colour is called Victoria. It's very pretty. You can actually use a hair straightener if you wanted to straighten this out. I'm just going to go with it as it's come here. I've got threads hanging off me everywhere here. Just trying to get rid of them. I'm just tying a bow in this one just for something a little bit different. That one. Okay, so now we'll just decorate this one. And I'm just going to glue that down there, I think, like that. A little bit of glue on that. Don't want to glue that shut. So as I said, you could even have this as a pocket that closes, and you could put your string around like that. But I'm just wanted to do something a little bit different. Actually, I was going to add that, wasn't I? Lucky I haven't glued that down properly. I am going to cover up that stitching. Okay, well, I didn't think that through clearly. I should have put this on before I glued the flowers down. I'll just see if I can lift it a bit without causing too much damage. Okay, so I can still put it on there and see a little bit of the stitching. So that's quite nice. And then I think I might even just add a little label just here, just to layer that corner. And I saw this when I was cutting out those other cards. This tiny little one, it says letters of correspondence. Just put that one there. And I really like this spotty sari silk, so I think I'm going to put some of that in there. Okay. So you can decorate the back as well. I'm going to leave the back at the moment until I know exactly where I'm going to put it down. I'm just thinking even maybe some pretty little beads or something hanging from there might be nice. So I put something very simple. okay. I'm going to call them done. You could add charms. A charm, nice charm hanging from there would probably look a little bit better than that. I might go and revisit that again, but so that's that one done. Just going to cut this excess thread off. Just something a little bit different to put in your journals. So either clip in. Let's have a look in one of the junk journals. Okay, so we'll just remove some of this. Find a page. There we go. So you could even have it sitting at the top, so some of that ribbon sticks out the top of your journal. So what I was thinking was you could just pin that on, and then you have a removable pocket. You could even journal on the back. You could even add another pocket and have bits and pieces in there, or you could even glue 1-2 sides and have a tuck, or even, yeah, probably just 1-2 sides and have a tuck, or 1-2-3 sides and have a top loading pocket as well. Just something a little bit different, and you can have your lace hanging out the bottom. Same with this one. Put these in here just to get an idea. So I think they're really pretty. And that's what that would look like, sticking out your journal. So something a little bit different. I've got a few more envelopes there that I can be working on. As I said, I've got a few journals coming up that I wanted to use these in. I might experiment a little bit more and see how they turn out. So I'll just show you a little bit closer. They're really pretty. Okay. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you're all keeping really well, and if you're in Australia at the moment, keep warm, and if you're my friends overseas, enjoy the summer. All right, guys, take care, and until next time, I hope you get a little bit of crafting time in. See you soon.